What is up? It is time for another What Planet is Fucking Up My Shit Today. This is going to be for the week of October 28th through November the 3rd. So we're starting off the week with a little bit of a clusterfuck of confusion. We've got Mars Cancer, and that's going to be trine to Neptune, which is in Pisces. Now, this is going to enhance everybody's empathic abilities. It's like everybody's going to be like in tune with everybody's emotions and things like that. But we've got Venus in Sagittarius, which is going to be square to Saturn and Neptune, which means that you're probably going to suck when it comes to how you're approaching people and checking in on your friends and things like that. You might fuck it up, especially anything like in the realm of romance with that square, that Venus-Saturn square. This is probably a time in which, you're gonna be feeling some feels. You're gonna be like tapping in on things going on with like your partners or potential romantic interests or things like that. But if you call it out, Saturn's gonna kick your ass. So approach with caution. So we got everybody feeling everybody else's shit and everybody knowing that like something's off with everybody, but then when they try to confront the other person about it or whatnot, it just kind of blows up in their face. And then we have a couple of days of just awkwardness and tension. And then we hit October 30th, and it gets worse. Because now we got Mercury, which is in Scorpio, and that's going opposite to Uranus, which is in Taurus. So this is communication and the agent of chaos kind of opposed to each other here. So things just go completely off the fucking rails. So first, Ashley starts noticing that Chad's been acting like a dick. She knows that something's up with him. So she's trying to talk to him about it, and he's just telling her that he's just tired, he's just stressed out from work. She knows that it's bullshit. She knows that something else is going on. Trying to confront him about it, though, and trying to push the issue, it just winds up into a big old meltdown argument, and why don't you trust me, and blah, 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 blah. So then it's a couple of days of awkward silence and things like that between them. October 30th comes along, and like Ashley finds Chad's Tinder account. And then, of course, the shit hits the fan. She's like, what are you doing on Tinder? And then he realizes that in order to be able to know that he was on Tinder, she has to be on Tinder too. Dun, dun, dun. Halloween should be alright, though. I guess, unless you're being dumb and trying to summon demons or some dumb shit like that. But, that should be chill otherwise. So then November 1st, we're going to have a new moon in Scorpio. So new moons, these are a good time for manifestation, trying to figure out, like, what it is exactly that you want. It's probably be a good time to, like, clean up any of the communication mess or things like that would have happened during the previous week. And then that Scorpio new moon energy. Scorpio was a very kind of defensive, also very kind of possessive sign. It's just very emotionally deep. So this is a time in which to take a look at the things that, you feel like are a threat to you and start manifesting some sort of a solution coming through to that. Now, I'm not saying, like, go ahead and, use the energy to, like, curse your enemies and stuff like that, because, that shit's probably going to backfire, because nobody knows how to do it right, and everybody likes to mess with things that they don't know how to mess with. If you do get in over your head, of course, you can call somebody like me, like, I'll come clean up the shit for you. So, yeah, don't curse anybody, don't summon demons, don't add to the population, don't decrease from the population, don't wind up in the news. Those are your rules for Halloween this week. So next Saturday may be interesting, though, because we have got Mercury that's going to be moving from Scorpio into Sagittarius. So this means communication is going to become a little less emotional, a little bit more lighthearted, but also like a tendency to like tell a lot of inappropriate jokes and piss people off in the process with. Mercury is going to be trine Mars on that day, so this is going to be a good time to clear up some miscommunication. This communication is going to flow a little bit more smoothly, so this will be a good time to maybe patch some shit up from the previous week and just tell some jokes and pretend like nothing ever happened. Then that Sunday, we got basically Mars throwing a fit as it's trying to leave Cancer and going into Leo, and that's going to be in opposition to Pluto, which is in Aquarius, and so this is just going to be a time of aggravation, of just people's tempers kind of flaring up, and just people being like switching back and forth between apathy and indifference, and just being a complete and total emotional wreck. Now, we couple this also with, we've got that Venus Sagittarius, and that's going to be going in opposition to Jupiter, which is in Gemini. So this is going to be a tendency to like overdo it a little bit. So yeah, next weekend, like, be careful with the booze and stuff like that, because you're going to get yourself good and sick and say a bunch of stupid shit. So yeah, until next time, peace. Don't vote for Nazis.